Good morning, Don Keith on the Diary of a Psychotic podcast. This podcast is brought to you by Campbell Soups. Good. Okay, Sonny Williams and Butch Williamson on their way home this morning on the Dragon capsule. Separated from the ISS in the early morning hours. And in about an hour, they're going to splash down in the Gulf of Mexico. Hooray. They're home. 9-month stay. Went from 10 days in space as a test flight to 9 months in space. I bet they're glad to be home. They're going to be glad to be home. There's a lot of adjustment. Their eyesight's changed. Their balance in their ears has changed. They'll be examined on the aircraft carrier first thing, and then they're going to be on their way to Houston, where they'll be examined further, and then it's home to their own beds. I mean, can you imagine? All right, let's go to the next thing. Hard to describe. Gaza under attack last night from the Israeli Defense Forces. Hamas abruptly refused to release the last of the hostages, and of the 9 hostages remaining, they think that most of them are dead. They think 3 are alive, and 6 of them are probably dead. They're not really sure because Hamas refused to release anybody. So Israel immediately did airstrikes. Almost 400 killed already. Why? Why? You gotta ask why. All right, next thing. Flights to from Venezuela to the United States and Mexico and El Salvador ceased. All right, a judge ordering them to stop. The judge being called to resign. The judge saying, "I'm going to hold you guys in contempt." It's quite possible that the judge can start ordering people in contempt to be spending time in the Hoosgow, the jail, the Gray Bar Motel. Bailiff, take him into custody. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that court has bailiffs. And those bailiffs go to the judge's orders. All right? And all the pundits in the world can say, he should resign, blah, blah, Skippy, do this, do that. Justice Department is not above the law, blah. What? The judges say what happens in the courts. That's why they're called judges. That's why they are judges. All right? You can ask for the judge to resign, but the judge is going to say, who are you? You're in contempt. Stick them in prison. Okay, good. All right, let's go to the next thing. Ceasefire in Ukraine, Russia, somewhat closer. The president is hopeful. Putin, not so much. We'll see how that all goes. I don't know. I don't see how all this is going to go. All right? I got my own problems here at home. All right? Social Security Administration suspending the account for my son, who has been collecting Social Security since he was an infant. He was born autistic, socially non-functional, isn't able to hold a job, and my Social Security takes care of him. I don't even know what's going to happen with all of this. I know one thing: Elon Musk has to go. He can't be part of the government. He was not elected, and the president has used his executive power too far. Article 4, Section 4. Okay, he has not secured a republic government for all the states. He's pushing. He's pushing federal law onto the states, and that does not ensure a republic government. Well, that's about all I got to say about any of that. All right, that's all I got to say about that. Well, anyway, this has been Don Keith, the Diary of a Psychotic podcast, brought to you by Campbell Soups. Good.